What's going on, everybody? Timothy Willis here with T Does Entertainment. I just wanted to fire up a quick video right quick because I hadn't done any content in a while. I was trying to see what I was going to do. Whether it was another transformation explained or was it going to be another character ruined video. I think I'm going to go with Goku this time. How they ruined Goku's character. And I said I was going to do this for the longest, but I never really got around to it. They ruined Goku's character because if you watch, this is why I think they ruined his character. If you go back and watch Dragon Ball, because we were kind of spoiled off of in Dragon Ball Z, we were kind of spoiled off the superhero superhero Goku. And if you go back and watch Dragon Ball, he was quick to protect his friends. He was always looking for a fight, but he was quick to protect his friends. He was always willing to push himself. All that trope was phenomenal in Dragon Ball. It was phenomenal in Dragon Ball. But I think they ran that trope out when it came to Super. They took what he learned in Dragon Ball and just ran out with it. Because Goku was at the end of his journey and he reached the end of his character arc at the end of Dragon Ball, right? He became who he was and who he became, the person he was going to be in Z and all of that stuff. He had grown up to be a man that shows mercy because he had went from being a character that fought based off his emotions and anger and all that stuff into a man that was calm, cool, collected, and fought to protect others. And he uses martial arts to protect others, but he also trained just to test his own limits. Super kind of took that and just ran with it. They kind of took that and because Goku never, he always liked a good fight, don't get me wrong, but he never was willing to put the earth and universe in danger to do it. Because you go back on Namek, he was there to save his friend. He showed up to save Gohan and Krillin, and he had no interest in killing them because that's not really what he was about. He showed them, what it was for. Because, excuse me, guys, he showed them what he showed them what he needed to show them. But he didn't take pride in just killing and all of this stuff. He didn't take lives. The Goku as a child was about vengeance, but the Goku on Namek and in the Cell Saga and stuff like that, even he didn't even want to kill Frieza because that is showing how much he's grown since Dragon Ball from a kid to an adult. That was just his character development. He learned to spare his opponents, show mercy, and whatever things like that. Because he wasn't a merciless, he wasn't a killer anymore. He was more so, he was just a martial artist. But the only thing he was interested in is accomplishing a goal. If he could do it without killing a person, he'd do it. But if he, he'd fight if he had to. But if he could do it without killing and senseless violence and stuff, he would. Because he just came to get the Dragon Ball, to wish his friends back. He had certain goals in mind. But now he was excited about fighting Frieza, but he wasn't willing to put the universe in danger to do it. He sent everyone off the planet. And I'll put it like this. In the Tournament of Power, he put all the universes in danger to just so he could have a good fight, because he was bored, because he wanted to fight. He could have, the Goku in Z would have just enjoyed the peace. He wasn't just crazy itching over a fight. He wasn't just crazy. He wasn't the Goku on Namek, the Goku in the Cell Saga. Think back on the previous Gokus in Cell Saga, even in the Buu arc. He wasn't just crazy over. Look how he was when it came to Zamasu. Look how he was when it came to when it came to fighting Zamasu. He kept begging him for a fight. He was acting like a little kid. Look how it was when it came to a lot of these different people that he was itching for a fight. And like I said, the Universal Survivor, he was so eager to have a tournament. He went and bugged Zeno, even though Beerus told him not to. And he was willing to put because Beerus told him what could possibly happen, and he still did it. But of course, it wound up being that they used a little retcon in there to say that Zeno was going to destroy the universes anyway. But still, this Goku wasn't. He's childish. The Goku in Super was very childish. The Goku, if you go back and watch the Kai dub, I watched Kai dub, and I watched Kai and I watched Super. They're two different Gokus. Go back and watch Kai, and then you watch Super. Two different Gokus. Goku in Super's an idiot. The Goku in Kai, he actually even Dragon Ball Z Kai, he came up with plans to get things done. I watched one episode where he, as far as finding a spaceship and getting to Namek, that was actually his idea. He actually told Dr. Brief to go find a spaceship and his old spaceship, and use that to build a bigger one so he can go to Namek. He could use that technology and go to Namek. That was actually Goku's idea, guys, because he knew Brief had the technology. He knew they were scientists. He could take that spaceship and modify it. The spaceship that Goku went to Namek in was his old spaceship. It was just modified. It was Goku's idea for them to go out there and find his old spaceship and modify it and turn it into what he trained in. It was the same spaceship he came to Earth in. See, I know all the little Easter eggs. I know all that stuff. The same ship he trained in and went to Namek, that was his actual, that was his spaceship that he came to Earth in. The same one. Of course, it blew up on Namek, but they wound up building more and building other ones. It's based off Saiyan technology, but that was Goku's idea. He might have not been smart enough to build a spaceship or do anything like that, but that was his idea. That was his idea to separate and find the Dragon Balls, and it was a lot of things. Goku's really good at making plans too. When he's not around, they tend to rely on Piccolo or Vegeta because they're good too. But Goku, he's even if he wasn't as strong as he would have been, he could have thought of different strategies to take down different opponents. Because the plot kind of made him be this just overpowering everybody and be tougher and stronger. But the reason why I tell you to watch his fights against Frieza, Goku versus Frieza fight. Goku wasn't that much stronger than Vegeta, guys. Goku was not that much stronger than Vegeta. Why did he last so long against Frieza though? He lasted a lot longer against Frieza than Vegeta did. Why did he last that much longer? Because you say, I understand people's points of view when they say Goku, when they say Vegeta or Piccolo is a better fighter. But if Goku actually went for the kill, let's just say the Piccolo Jr. So I compare Goku to Batman sometimes. Piccolo Jr. Let's say in the tournament when he fought Piccolo Jr. Let's say he was actually really trying to kill like he did when he was a kid. Piccolo Jr. wouldn't have stood a chance. Piccolo Jr. wouldn't have stood a chance. Goku was just trying to win the tournament. It wasn't that Piccolo was a better fighter. They had different objectives. Piccolo was going for the kill. He was trying to do whatever it took to conquer the Earth. If Goku had been just as ruthless as Piccolo, he wouldn't have stood a chance. Piccolo Jr. wouldn't have stood a chance because he was clearly stronger than Piccolo. If he wanted to kill, he could have. He had deadly techniques. Go back to watching his episodes when he was a kid. He went through people. He blew up planes and ships and stuff. Look how he went after the Red Ribbon Army. He could have one-shot Piccolo. How he was stronger than Piccolo. He was that much stronger than him. He could have one-shot him. He was trying to win the tournament. That's all he was trying to do. He just wanted to win the tournament in a fair fight. That's why I did a video earlier. It was like 2 years ago. How come Vegeta is a better fighter? Because Vegeta spent his life conquering planets. He spent his life conquering planets. And he was a tactician. He had to train his mind and body to take over a planet. He had to win by any means necessary, no matter what it took, no matter what it cost. Look how he did the Ozaru against Goku. He's willing to win by any means necessary. That's how Piccolo is. If Goku was like that, they wouldn't stand a chance. Vegeta wouldn't have stood a chance in the Saiyan cycle. Goku would have went Kaioken times 4 and obliterated him. He would have completely disintegrated Vegeta. If Goku was out to kill, like Vegeta was, Vegeta had a higher base power than him, but Goku, he probably would have did Kaioken times 3 and wiped him out from the spot. On spot. He wouldn't have gave Vegeta a chance. So the minute he found out how strong Vegeta was, he would have took him out. Just like with Captain Ginyu. Ginyu wouldn't have stood a chance if he was out for the kill. Goku's intentions, y'all gotta understand Goku's character. His intentions ain't to kill. He just wants to, if he beats you, he's like, look, I'll give you a chance to escape. I'm just not really interested in killing you. I just want a good fight. He's just interested in a good fight. But like I said, Super took it way too far. Super made him a childish idiot. It turned him in, because he wasn't an idiot in Z. He had his goofy moments, but he was no idiot. He just wasn't. I understood his mindset better in Z. I can't understand his mindset in Super. It's just all over the place. Super is just there's no character there. There's just a shell of what he used to be in Z. Because in even with the Android Saga, he just wanted something to hit. He just wanted to fight them androids. He was only upset because he didn't get a chance to fight them. They were strong, so okay, they were really strong. So I want to be able to fight them. He wasn't thinking about really the Earth, because he said, because in his mind, look, listen. In his mind, he's like, okay, we could fight somewhere where there are no people. I can fight. He's not really interested in. Of course, he wants the world to live and stay longer because he lives here. But he's not. His goal wasn't to be a hero. He wasn't like Superman, Batman, like that. He was a martial artist. He was trained and raised to be a martial artist. So he wasn't an idiot, because he was a genius at the things that he was trained in. Because he survived on his own for years until he was 12. He survived on his own until he was 12 years old, until he met Bulma, and even after that. So it's not like he just like Vegeta when he first came to Earth. He probably didn't know anything about Earth customs, because Goku spent his whole life in the woods. He was just a country bumpkin. He was in the woods. He was an alien, and he was in the woods. Spent his whole life in the woods. He didn't know anything about technology, about life. He spent his whole life never seen a woman, never seen a girl, until he met Bulma. Was the first girl he's ever met. So you gotta understand, a lot of that stuff when he was a kid and Dragon Ball was out of ignorance. In his first time in the city, he won some prize money and gave it to a lady. That just showed his lack of understanding. He didn't understand how worlds work. Cause you spend your whole life in the woods, you're not gonna know how society works if you just go to the city. But in his case, and what made it so interesting, what made it so fun and enjoyable, was that he was just overpowered kid. He was just real strong, and so if somebody tried to overpower him or try to rob him or whatever, he's like, yeah, shoot. Or just like in what happened in GT, it was funny. They tried to kidnap him, but he was freaking above Kid Buu level, and these regular human being people tried to kidnap him, and he put himself in dangerous situations, but to him they weren't dangerous because they were regular people trying to rob him or whatever. Just like one funny moment in Super when they tried to rob him, and he had Bulma's truck. It was a Capsule Corp owned truck. So if you're gonna rob you wanna take your vehicle, and on there, y'all are. No, I don't think that's gonna happen. Because he's not. He's just a country bumpkin. But Super, they made him just super dumb. They made him just super dumb. He was not this dumb. Because you go back and watch. Just go back and watch. Go back and watch Z. He was not this dumb. Go back and Kai. He was not this dumb. He was not. Just if you go back and watch the Saiyan Saga, no, he wasn't this dumb. He wasn't. If you go back and watch the Cell, that's why I go over the things that happen in these different arcs, because they really ruin his character. Go back and watch Frieza. He was not dumb. He was mature. He was wise and mature. He was very, because his martial arts experience as a fighter, his experience as a martial artist. He was wise. He was very wise, and he had a lot of. He was skilled, very skilled and wise. He just didn't understand a lot of technology and stuff like that. When it came to, it was just showing how out of place he was when it came to how regular life worked, how technology. Because he's flying. So why would he in his mind? Why would he need a driver's license when he can fly and he can freaking teleport? He has instant transmission and he can fly. What would Goku need with money? He can fly and he can teleport. He don't wherever he needs to go. Why would he need? He don't have to pay no gas money. He can just instant transmission, and he can fly there. He can fly around the world in less than a second. So why would he need money? Why would he need to be rich? Then Bulma's his best friend. So all those things don't make him an idiot. I mean, I wouldn't care too much about working either if I had superpowers like that. If I could fly, if I could teleport, if I could do instant transmission. I wouldn't really care about a lot of stuff. I would if I need to go to the store, I just fly there. I just fly. I mean, he was the strongest person on the earth at that point, so couldn't nobody stop him. Couldn't nobody just, we're going to kill you. They can't. Good luck with that. I mean, especially after he won the tournament in Dragon Ball. But I'm just saying, he wouldn't have a need. But they're just out of just like when in the movie where Piccolo couldn't hardly fly the plane. That doesn't mean he's dumb. That doesn't mean he's an idiot. Goku's not an idiot. It's just he doesn't know a lot. He's not really technology proficient and things like that. But when it comes to fighting, when it comes to martial arts, when it comes to techniques and learning new moves, he was mastery over that. He was a prodigy when it came to fighting. So when it came to that, he was a genius. And he was. It's not. It wasn't that. It said he was a fighting genius. He wasn't a superhero. He wasn't a hero. See, Trunks was the hero. See, I understand these people's characters. So I'm not saying because people try to argue, oh, Goku's always been dumb. He's always been an idiot. No, not really. No, he hadn't. As a kid, he wasn't dumb. He wasn't even dumb as a kid. It's just that he wasn't even aware of his surroundings. He wasn't aware of society. It was his first time being introduced into society and being able to socialize with other people. He's never been able to interact. The only person he's ever interacted with was Grandpa Gohan until he was 12, and then the Dragon Ball, he talked to the Dragon Ball and pretended like it was his grandpa. Until that, he never really been around any real people. So you gotta understand, the mindset behind all of that. He's getting integrated into society, getting integrated being around people, and he has this young fighting spirit because he's strong and powerful. It's just overpowered, strong being, and we look at Goku as from a human standpoint. Oh, he's dumb and he's this and this and that. We look at him from a human standpoint. He's this overpowered person. He doesn't feel the need. He has to learn certain things because if he gets hungry, he can go catch his own fish. He can go to Corn's place to eat. He can go to King Kai's place to eat. He can teleport. He has Chi-Chi to cook meals for him. So if he needs to, they run out of food, he can go catch fish. He can go hunt. He can go fish. He has his own, you know what I'm saying? He has powers. He can go, if they need some fruit, vegetables, he can fly. Like I said, he can go all around the world. He knows Hercule. He knows Bulma. He knows all these people that are rich. Hercule's rich and Bulma's rich. So it's people that he knows and people that he has connections with. I mean, even if it came down to that, he can get his own food. He can catch his own food. He can go fish. He can go, if he wanted to kill an animal, it's easy for him. He's freaking Goku. So this is what I'm saying. It's not that he's dumb. It's just that he's this overpowered being. But in Super, they made him dumb. They made him just person that just wants to fight at all costs and doesn't care about the safety of the universe. The Goku in Z would never do this. He wouldn't go that far. The Cell Cycle Goku, he wouldn't go that far. Think back to the Cell Cycle. He would not go that far. Frieza Cycle, he would not go that far. Matter of fact, he would rather fight a person by himself and take everyone else out of harm's way. He would never go that far. He wouldn't fight if it meant destroying the universe, destroying the planet, destroying everything around him. He wouldn't want to do that. Because when he was fighting Frieza, he wanted everyone off the planet. And people say that he didn't care about Gohan and all that. He wanted Gohan. He didn't want. Think back. Back then, he didn't want Gohan fighting any major villains. When he arrived on Earth, he got there as fast as he could. Now, he wanted Gohan out of the fight. He told them to go to Kame House. He wanted them out of the fight. And I'm reminding y'all because people, he just never cared about his son. People will say that in a minute. That's not true at all. Go back and watch it. You have to watch. Even though Toriyama said he's the disaster of a father, he wasn't. And Toriyama don't even remember his own stuff. If you go back and actually watch the anime, it doesn't line up. Because he spent time without him training, but understand this. He's freaking Gohan, and Goku was learning. He was trying to learn the technique or whatever. He learned the instant transmission, and he could have caught Frieza when Frieza was on Earth. He could have caught him and did instant transmission because he had instant transmission. He had that trick up his sleeve. When things got dicey, he could have just teleported, but he sensed Trunks' energy. Because like he did in the original timeline, he showed up and killed Frieza and King Cold. But like I said, Goku's not. In Z, he wasn't an idiot. People say he was, but he was not. We look at this because we look at it from a human standpoint. Oh, he should know this, or he should. He's this overpowered Super Saiyan. He's a freaking Super Saiyan. He's one of the strongest out there. By the Cell Saga, he was stronger than Frieza. By the Buu Saga, he was stronger. He was a Super Saiyan 3. And he figured he had already passed down everything. He had already passed down everything that he thought Gohan needed, which was that's all he had was his fighting. He taught him his techniques. He taught him his abilities. He gave him all his training. He figured he had okay. I had it's my time to move on because I passed down everything. I taught you everything you know. And I don't have anything else left to teach you. You're the master. You're a master of everything that I've learned. So I don't have anything else to teach you. I don't have anything else because we know he still needed his father. Of course, we know he still needed his father. But he decided to stay gone for the safety of the Earth or whatever. And it was 7 years peace. But he had his reason for doing certain things. And he gave his life to save the Earth. He also, it's some things he did that proved he just wasn't a moron. And he had a reason behind wanting Gohan to fight Cell because he already saw Gohan's power, and Gohan was way stronger than him, even in the regular Super Saiyan. Gohan was way stronger than Goku. He was way above Goku. The attacks that took Goku out almost, Gohan was blocking and dodging them like they were nothing. He thought Goku was toying around with Cell, but Goku was giving it everything he had. That's how far ahead Gohan and Super Saiyan versus Goku and Super Saiyan. Gohan could one-shot him. That's how much stronger he was. Okay? So, if anybody was to beat Cell, it would be him. And then he saw Gohan Super Saiyan 2. He felt it. So he knew how strong Gohan was. He just needed, all he needs is a little push. Because you don't think that they've trained, you don't think they trained after that, after he saw Gohan's potential? Yeah, of course they did. It's just, he probably needed a little push once he's back into the corner, once he's pushed, once he gets angry, once he shows once someone makes him angry enough, he'll draw out that power. And that's what he figured. I'm just saying there was a reason behind a lot of his madness in certain things. He wasn't just doing this stuff. But he of course he didn't thirst for battle and things like Gohan didn't thirst for battle like Goku did, but once he realized his error, he was willing to go back out there and fight. But I say this. Super made Goku out to be just this brainless, moronic person. I don't know what they turned him into. He was nothing like this in Super. I described his character to show you the difference between this and Super, because he was not like this in Super. I'm showing you all the character details. He wasn't like this in Super. He didn't do this. He was just ready to fight whatever. Super was just about Goku time. It was all just, it was just disorganized. They took the stuff he was supposed to learn from Master Roshi and just multiplied it by 1,000. Now all he cared about was fighting strong opponents. He no longer cared about spending time with family. What about the time where he spent celebrating Gohan's 11th birthday? What about the time he spent just hanging out with his friends? Goku liked that stuff too. He liked spending time with his friends. It's just that all the episodes, Dragon Ball Z is an action show, so you're going to see a lot of fighting and stuff, but Goku did enjoy spending time with his friends. He enjoyed spending time with his friends. He enjoyed being surrounded by his friends and family, especially when it came to food. He really, even though GT's not canon, they have memories. Pan showed a picture of when they hung out, as a family. So, yeah. Goku enjoyed spending time with his family in Z. Even in GT, they hung out together. But for some reason in Super, only thing he's interested in is training, pushing, fight. That's all it is, and that's all he's about. And it wasn't like that. Even in the beginning of Z, it was not like that. And you can't blame Saiyan Pride because he's always been a Saiyan. Where was this trait? Where was this trait in the beginning? Where was this trait in the beginning of Z, where he was there with Gohan and stuff like that? He was getting wood for a fire and catching fish to bring home to the family. Even when they were training for the androids, he would train with Gohan and Piccolo, but he was still going home to his family. So they can't make it seem like in Super he just all of a sudden don't want to be near his family, don't want to be bothered by his family. They can't. It's just weird how they just poured him like that. And so it just made him. It's like they poured a 180 on him, like as if he was always this way, and it wasn't. It's not the case. Toriyama came in and retconned it as if this was always the case when it really wasn't. It really wasn't, man. It just really wasn't. They made him really dumb. They made him just only care about fighting, only and nothing else. They made him, even when he fought, he made careless mistakes. They made him always drop his guard over and 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 over, even though he never did it before. He did it. There were some times where he did it, but it's like he had to relearn certain lessons from Dragon Ball. He learned not to drop his guard against Mr. Popo when he was training with Mr. Popo. I'm trying to figure out why he has to relearn certain things in Dragon Ultra Instinct. You know what Ultra Instinct is? Mr. Popo taught him Ultra. When you train your body to move without thinking, Mr. Popo taught him that in Dragon Ball. That's all Ultra Instinct is. It's training your body to move with it. Mr. Popo taught him that already. I'm not understanding why he has to relearn. And they hype it up with Ultra Instinct. They hype it up with this new transformation like it's just something that's just new and hyped up and great and grand. But guys, I watched Dragon Ball. I actually watched. If you watch Dragon Ball, you'll know Ultra Instinct is crap. You know the concept behind Ultra Instinct is a rehash from when he trained with Mr. Popo. He learned to let his body move on his own with Mr. Popo. Certain techniques he learned like that from Master Roshi. I think they just did that just to. It's just weird, cause how they went from Super Saiyan God. Okay, I understand that. Then they went to Super Saiyan Blue. Then they were hyping up and teasing Ultra Instinct. And they're giving them all these forms. They're giving them all these crazy transformations. And it just doesn't make any sense. Instead of giving him new techniques and stuff, they're giving him just new forms. And I really don't. I'm not a fan of it at all, not in the slightest. I'm not a fan of it, not even a little bit, not at all. Goku should go back to how he was. I'd rather him go back to how he was in Dragon Ball or how he was in the movies. How he was in the movies was pretty cool, but the way he is in Super is terrible. It's terrible what they're doing to his character. I don't like it. I don't agree with it not one bit, because it's trash. He's never been this dumb in Z. Even in Dragon Ball he wasn't this dumb. You got 40-year-old Goku acting like he's 5, and I'm not understanding what's going on. He didn't even act like this in Dragon Ball. And at the end of Dragon Ball he was more mature. At the beginning of Dragon Ball Z he was more mature. You can see the growth pattern as he progressed, as he aged throughout the series of Dragon Ball Z. Then in Super, it's like he went back. He went backward, and I'm not understanding that. That's weird. It's just weird, really weird. But let me know what y'all think. I really think they regressed his character. They ruined his character because they went backwards. And I had to describe his character earlier because people be like, oh, he was always dumb, or he was always this and that, or he was. No, he's not. He's never dumb in Z, but Super, he's just an idiot. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know why he's willing to put everything in danger, everything on the line just for a good fight, and it's weird. It's weird. He wasn't like this in Z. He wasn't even like this in Kai. He wasn't like this anywhere. This is the first iteration of Goku. The Goku in Dragon Ball Super is terrible. He's a terrible character. And I don't like him. I just don't. I can't get jiggy with it. I'm not okay with it. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Tito's Entertainment, signing out.